Welcome back to FM Story. We're into the second half of our final season with Sporting, and things are going pretty well. We are top of the league. We've won every game. We've only conceded 4 goals in 16 games this season. Champions League, we made it out of the league phase, and we've got Ajax in the knockout playoff round. We're into the Allianz Cup final, where we play Porto. We've already won the Super Taça, and we've already won the UEFA Super Cup. Unfortunately, we did get knocked out of the Taça to Portugal by Benfica, but we got a bit of revenge over them by beating them in the Allianz Cup semi-final. We do have some big games coming up. We've got Porto coming up in the league straight away, and then we've got obviously the Champions League games against Ajax, and we've got the league game against Benfica as well towards the end of March. So without further ado, let's get into the action. So going into the home game against Porto, we've made 3 changes from the team that played in the semi-final of the Allianz Cup at the end of the last episode against Benfica. We've got Bassioli back in at right back, Timo Kamara's come back in at centre half, and Soulard's come back in the defensive midfield role. Otherwise, it's the same team. Obviously, we did sell Vita Hurdy in the last episode, so we've got Niko Lukic on the left wing, who has started reasonably well and hopefully can produce like Vita Hurdy did as well. Hopefully we can get a quick start with us being at home and we can perform a bit better than we did in that semi-final against Benfica. Right, Suzuki is scythed down there. And that's a red card early for them. Right, Botic wins it back. Goossens spreads it right to Suzuki. Back to Goossens into the box. And he dinked it wide of the far post. He could have squared it. Who then goes long with it. Traore heads it down to Soulard, Sensia into Suzuki, into Goossens in the box. There we have it. 1-0 up against 10 men as well. And that hopefully is too much for them to get back into. But Sensia into Suzuki, takes a couple of touches, just slides it into Goossens. Botic has taken away the defender and just dinks it over the keeper. All in all, not too bad a first half. We could have taken more of the chances we created. We've got the 1 goal advantage and the 1 man advantage, but could do with another goal just to make everything a bit more comfortable. Soulard's picked up another injury, so we brought on Raul Rafael and we've brought on Rodrigo Ribeiro for Botic because he hasn't done much in this game either. Right, Simovic to Goossens, Simovic, Rafael, back to Kamara, Simovic, Rafael at the byline, pulls it back to Placencia, bends it into the top corner. It's been a long time coming, but that's 2-0 up with just over 10 minutes left against 10 men. Surely that must make us safe for the victory now. And Simovic just down the line to Rafael, extends on it, pulls it back to the edge of the box, no one around him, and Placencia just bends it into that top corner. Al Shamari chasing the ball back there. Back to Kamara. Placencia to Bassioli. Suzuki. Rafael from distance. And the keeper turns it onto the bar and over. Suzuki to take the corner. Looking for Kamara at the far post. The keeper comes and claims it. And that must be full-time referee. Yep. 2-0 victory. We played pretty well. We could have had a lot more goals. But all that matters is that we've won. That's now the halfway point in the league season. We've played 17, won 17. We've got a 6-point advantage over Benfica in second, but also a game in hand as well. So hopefully we can continue on this league form and get the title wrapped up pretty quickly. We are at the end of March. Last game in March is an away game against Benfica in the league, who are second in the league. They're 12 points behind us. So obviously winning would go a long way towards securing a 14th title in a row. By and large, since the Porto game, things have gone reasonably well with the exception of our last game. So after the Porto game, we hammered Boavista 5-1. Rodrigo Ribeiro picking up all 5. He picked up a hat-trick in the next game against Estero, which we won 4-1. We then went to Ajax in the Champions League and won 2-0 away from home.
reasonable performance. We weren't great in the first half, but better in the second half. Maritimo, we struggled against a bit in the first half. We did eventually go in 2-1 up at half time, and we got a late goal to make it look a lot more comfortable than it was. The home leg against Ajax, we won 4-1. A really strong performance. Against Famalicão, we beat them 3-0 in the league. We really, really struggled against Estrela Amadora. We were 2-0 down after 7 minutes. Our former player getting both of the goals, and had to really force our way back into the game. Then we went away to AC Viseu. Pretty decent performance. Came away with a 3-0 victory, 3 goals in less than 10 minutes. Just really blew AC Viseu away. And then the Champions League, round 16 against PSG. We played well in the first half, got an early-ish goal, half hour, and to put us 1-0 up at half time. They equalised in the second half. And we just didn't create anything after that. We then went away to... We were then at home to Braga and really struggled to get a result against them. And then went into the game against PSG and actually took the lead on the night and on the tie in the first half with a goal from Maurice Goossens. They scored 2 very quick goals after half time to put them up 2-1 on the night and 3-2 on aggregate. We then pushed everyone forward, basically cleared out the midfield, and got level on the night with Yon Suzuki, which took us to extra time. And then they just had too much for us at the time. We were struggling fitness-wise. And they came away with a 4-2 victory on the night, a 5-3 victory on aggregate, which now means that all of the players are upset and the board are upset because we were expected to reach the latter stages of the Champions League and we got knocked out in the round of 16. Obviously, we've still got the league to win, which hopefully is only a matter of time. And we've got the Allianz Cup final coming up against Porto. And to have any kind of happiness with this season, I think we're going to have to pick up both of those trophies in this final season. So, going into the game against Benfica, we are sticking with the same formation. The players have said that they want to change the formation, but we're sticking with the same formation. We have made some changes, so we're playing Hernandez at right back, moved Bassioli into the centre of defence, and we've brought Rodrigo Ribeiro in up top instead of Milos Porto. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same thing we played most of the season, which is why this is particularly bizarre. Feels unsuited to the role he's been asked to play. Dragan Asimovic, he was playing in exactly the same position he has played all season, and now he's unhappy about where he's playing. Doesn't make it make sense. So this is the team we're going in with. Obviously, we can avoid Gomulka scoring against us like he has done a couple of times, being a former player. That'll be a good thing. To be honest, I think if we can get away without a defeat, given the morale that the players seem to be in, I think will be a success. Right, not much from a highlight-wise happening, but I mean, we've already had 6 shots in 13 minutes. Very, very little actually happening in the game from a highlight point of view by the looks of it. Soulard knocked heads down their clearance. Goossens just gives the ball away. And we're inviting them back onto us. Asimovic well out of position. I mean, had 11 shots, 4 on target, and yet we've not seen a highlight for us. The one highlight's been us giving the ball away and them hitting the ball onto the roof of the net. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's going to end well. Alright, we've tweaked the formation at half time. We've gone to the 4-3-3, and we've also made a few personnel changes. Like Kamara bringing it forward, Bengi looking for Goossens over the top, and at least one of the players is doing something. Goossens dispatches it past the keeper, puts 1-0 up. Wenger just lifts it over the top. Goossens runs onto it, takes a touch. Keeper gets his hand to it, but can't do anything more with it. Pereira's won it back for us. Breaking pretty well here. Can he find someone? Into Goossens. He's gone in off the post. I thought he'd toe poke that wide for a second. Pereira nicks the ball back, brings it forward, swings the ball into Goossens, who does toe poke it past the keeper, off the post and in. And there we have it, full time. Back to winning ways with a victory over Benfica. Obviously, with them being second, it increases the gap at the top of the table. Hopefully, it's now only a matter of time for the league. And then all that's left to play for this season is the Allianz Cup final. And there we have it, the end of another episode, and the end of the save is rapidly approaching. Obviously, not the best of episodes in terms of going out of the Champions League, but we are still top of the table, having won 25 out of 25 league games. Have got the Allianz Cup final coming up in the next episode. Have already won the Super Tackle UEFA Super Cup. But I think, given how that game against PSG went and the morale of the players and how they're grumbling, I think it probably is about the right time to end the save. But one more episode for the rest of this season. Hopefully we can pick up the league title and the Allianz Cup. So join us next time and find out if we do. Thanks for watching.